Hello Troop 113! In this video I'm going to be teaching you Scout Requirement 4A, which is how to tie a square knot, 2 half hitches, and taut-line hitch, and how to explain how each knot is used. Obviously you're going to need a line or two, so if you want to follow along with this video and make the knots yourself, make sure you got that ready. We're going to start off with the square knot. It looks like this. So there's a couple of uses for it. The first is tying two ends of a rope together, whether it be the same rope or two different ones. But you can also use it to tie around a package to make sure that it doesn't break open when it's, in your car, it's bumping around and stuff like that.
So this is probably the easiest one we're going to go over. Also, I did find an actual rope, so I'm not going to have to use those shoelaces I was showing before. The way I remember it is two parts. Right over left, put the right end over the left end, put it under the other rope, maybe pull it a little bit if you need more space, and then left over right. Put the left side over the right side, put that under, and pull it tight. And the way I make sure whether I did this right or wrong is you should be able to push these two sides together and it should open and close. So that's the square knot.
Next, we're going to be going over 2 half hitches. You pretty much just want to use this when you're trying to attach a piece of rope to a tree, a pole, or a stake when you're setting up your rain fly. Make sure to remember that because that'll help during camping.
I'd say this one's pretty easy to do as well, but I guess that's pretty much up to you to decide for yourself. So the way you start off this one is you get the end of the rope in your right hand and you put it around a pole, like that. So you've got the working end on your left and the stationary end on your right. So you put the working end over the stationary end, around, and pull through, like that. And then, just like you did, over, around, and pull through. So after that, you should have the 2 half hitches.
Finally, we're going to be going over the taut-line hitch. This is pretty similar to the 2 half hitches in the way that it's used to attach a rope to a tree, a pole, or a stake. Except this is a little bit better to be used under pressure. So while I did say before that the 2 half hitches is good to attach a stake to a rain fly when it's windy or rainy out, this is much better for under pressure. So while you can use both, this is definitely the better choice.
I mentioned that the uses for the 2 half hitches and taut-line hitch are pretty similar, but it turns out that the way they're made is pretty similar as well. Just like with the 2 half hitches, you start off making the taut-line hitch with the rope in your right hand, putting it around a pole. You also even go over and around, just like you did with the 2 half hitches, except you go around twice. 1 and 2. At this point, you should have the rope sticking out to the left, and you should have 2 loops here, 1, 2. So with this, you actually go, again, over and around. You just go down and around the stationary end. And once you pull that and mess around with it a little bit, that's called dressing the knot, you should have a taut-line hitch. And you can tell that it's a taut-line hitch because when you pull this, after a little while, it shouldn't move at all. But when you grab the knot and grab the stationary end, it should be able to slide. And that is the taut-line hitch. That pretty much covers everything for Scout Requirement 4A. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, make sure to message me or anyone else in Senior Patrol or even your patrol leader because they probably know this as well. And good luck!